Hello, YouTube. This is your girl, Karma Kaboom, broadcasting live out here in these deadbeat streets. I thought I'd put on my good wig on this good Sunday to grace y'all with my presence. And I know you appreciate that, right? I don't have on any makeup, but it's all good because some people need makeup. I don't need it, but you know, it is what it is. So I was gonna talk about Tyrese and all of his shenanigans, but I decided to talk about Brian McKnight instead, and we'll talk about Tyrese another day. Child, Brian McKnight, the R&B singer who we haven't heard sing in a long time, and his last album was a flop. That Brian McKnight is being dragged in the social media streets by the colors because they don't appreciate him doting and boasting about being a hashtag girl dad for his stepchildren who are Asian, and neglecting and abandoning and not even acknowledging his black children from his first marriage. Yeah. Brian McKnight is showing out. And this is not his first time being dragged for the same thing. It lets us know that he's a serial deadbeat dad. And he just got no intentions of stopping his foolishness. So, with that being said, hopefully this dragon will convince him to straighten up. We're going to have to put some straightening on his back, on his R&B back, and make him think about his actions. And maybe, you know, he's grown. He can do what he want to do. He can be a deadbeat if he wants to be a deadbeat. It's legal to be a deadbeat. But hopefully this pressure that we're putting on his back and his computer screen will help him to see his error and change his ways, his deadbeat ways, you know. But he feels like, you know, his Asian children, stepchildren, are somewhat better and more deserve his affection and time and energy and dollars and things. While he just, you know, forget all about the fact that he got some black children who was there before the stepchildren and things. So I feel like he's under the Asian persuasion hypnosis, and inadvertently this has caused him to become a colorist, as dark as he is. And so you got to watch these dark black men. The darker they are, the more apt they are to be a colorist. And we don't talk enough about these colorist black men. Oh, we talk about these racist white people all the time. But these colorist black men, I think they are worse than these racist white people. And they are hiding in plain sight with a big old tall dog self and things. Yeah. They don't want to have, like Tyrese, they don't want to have a black woman. They don't like that nappy black hair, that dark skin, and they just as dark as we are. And they feel like when they go over to the other side and get them a white woman, or, oh yeah, I'm going there this fine Sunday. They feel like when they get them a white woman or a Asian pink pussy, or whatever else, a Mexican or whatever, this, what they call it, exotic, the foreign woman, American bed, oh, it go to their head and things. They forget who they are. They forget where they came from. Oh, they forget all about who was there from day one. They forget about the day ones. Yeah. And particularly these celebrity black men. Oh, how many times have have we seen them abandon us? They fans, they black fans. And they give more energy to they non-black fans and supporters. But they non-black fans and supporters ain't the ones at the box office and at the ticket counter buying their tickets and their merchandise and online talking to them and engaging them on social media and making them feel good and things. Taking selfies with them after the concert. Where them half-breeds and them Asians at? And them white girls? Where they at? But they want to take the bag, the money that we throw at them, and we give all this support, and then they take the bag back over there to the other side. They take their penis and want to procreate with the other side. Oh, and they think when they have some half-breed babies, oh, they think they have arrived. They think that's the status of success. Oh, they don't hardly post they black children. But when they have some half-breed children from the other side, oh, they just post. They can't take enough pictures of their beds. Okay. So we're back. We are back. Child, somebody is so threatened by this mouth right here. Somebody is so threatened by this mouth right here. Somebody is really, really threatened by this mouth right here. And they are always dedicated trying to sabotage the live. Woo, they can't stand it. But I love it. And I know a lot of people love it. So, with that being said, let's pick up where we left off and things. So as I was saying, yeah, these black men who are colorists, and I suspect that Brian McKnight might be colorist. He's giving off colorist characteristics. He's giving off colorist vibes. He's giving off colorist energy. And it's rubbing me the wrong way. But a lot of these black men, they are colorists and they hide in plain sight. Yeah. And I think they are more of a concern and a threat than a lot of these racist non-black people. Yeah. I think they are possibly just as worse as a lot of these racist non-black people. Do y'all see them? Do y'all see the diabolical culprit playing with the live? Do y'all see it? Do y'all see the hacker playing with the live? That's so childish and petty. But anyway, I'm gonna keep on talking. I'm not gonna be distracted. As I was saying, yeah, Brian McKnight, this is his second time that I know of being dragged for being a deadbeat dad. And he has some grown black children. But since he married the Asian woman and they recently had a newborn baby, oh, he's all over his social media on his Instagram. In his bio, acknowledging the Asian stepchildren, but there's no mention of his grown black children who he had in his life before the step Asian children. And a lot of people, that's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. And his children have posted about it several times, acknowledging how hurt they are about this and how he has neglected and abandoned them. And you know, I posted about this earlier on my YouTube community page. I've never been abandoned by my dad, so I can't really relate to that kind of hurt. But whenever you love someone and they don't love you back, that's still a hurt, a significant hurt, and it makes a significant impact on your life in your relationships nonetheless. So I can relate to that part of it. But thank God I can't relate to being abandoned by my dad or my mom. And even with my dad, I actually had two dads. So even with my dad not being in the home, he was still a significant part of my life. And, you know, given what they had to give, I don't feel like I missed out on anything, you know, given the relationship being, you know, what it was with them not living in the home. I still feel like I benefited a great deal from having my dad in my life. Thank God, because so many people, they don't have their dad in their life. They don't even know their dad. I can't relate to that. And I think that goes along with your self-identity and your self-esteem and your overall self-worth, right? And it impacts so many different areas of your life. You know, your relationship with your dad. And a lot of people who don't have a relationship with their dad, they may seem okay on the outside, but on the inside, it has really caused a lot of damage that you cannot see with the naked eye. And a lot of them carry that hurt very well, but they're still hurting nonetheless. And some people say, well, they're grown, it doesn't matter, they can handle it. No, the older you are, the worse. And there's so many different times in your life when you're going through different experiences, life experiences, and you could really use your dad, you know, as well as your mom. Even if you're married, even if you have children, even if you're successful and you have a lot of money and you have a lot of material things and a lot of this and a lot of that, and you have a lot of influence in the world, blah, 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 you know, you still want a relationship with your dad and your mom. So, you know, these children are hurt so bad. And I can't imagine having a famous dad, a celebrity dad. And that dad is so big in stature in the world, globally. He's known all around the world. And you can't even have a relationship with him. He won't even call you on the telephone. He won't even text you good night. He won't even say hello, beautiful or handsome. How are you doing today? I'm hoping you have a good day. How much time does it take to do that? At least. But to have such a big dad in the world and he don't even acknowledge you. He acts like you don't even exist. You're invisible. Oh my God, that gotta hurt so bad. Wow. And, you know, you can't go anywhere and not even see some type of imprint of him, right? Because he's a celebrity. He's globally known. So many people recognize him. And then, in so many ways, you look like him. And you have a lot of his characteristics. You share his love of music. And you can't share that with him. You used to, but now you can't anymore. So how can you continue enjoying your love of music that he introduced you to? And you shared the stage with him so many times. Oh my God. Enjoy music and making music. It's a double reminder of him. So it's almost like you have to grieve the loss of someone that's still alive and pretend like they're dead. But they're not dead. They're still alive, walking the same earth as you. And I found myself asking myself today, how can someone like Brian McKnight, who is famous for making love songs and love music, not share the same love for his own children? Make that make sense. How can you make love music and you not show love to your children, your own children that came out of your own penis? Come on. Come on now. And a lot of people on social media, a lot of black people, they were really in their feelings about it. And they were feeling some kind of way. Seeing Brian McKnight buying a brand new car for his stepdaughter, his Asian stepdaughter, and loving on her and hugging her and taking selfies with her and posting it all over his social media page and telling her, oh, I never thought I would enjoy being a girl dad till I met you. I never felt this kind of love for being a dad to a daughter until you came into my life. What about your black daughter, Brian? Huh? And I can't imagine being his black daughter reading this and hearing other people read it out loud. Talk about a kick in the face. Wow. Without even touching you, right? Ooh, and it's coming from your dad. It's not coming from a stranger. It's not coming from your brother. It's not coming from your cousin. It's not coming from your uncle or your grandpa. It's coming from your dad. Oh my God. And Brian, he's too old for this. He's too old to be so petty and childish. And I'm like, what did your children do to you to make you feel this way, Brian? How can you be so messy on social media and attack? That is an attack. That is an attack. Make no mistakes about it. That is an assault. That's an emotional assault. That's a spiritual assault. And when someone is assaulting you mentally, oh, how can you escape it? How can you escape it? That's worse than them physically assaulting you. When they mentally and spiritually and emotionally assault you, oh my God. And they just stabbing you in the heart. That's what it's like. It's like they're stabbing you in the heart without even touching you. Ooh. And that's a psychological hurt. That's, you may not recover from that, right? And that may drive his children to get on drugs or start drinking a lot of alcohol to cope. Or they may lash out on somebody and start being angry and verbally aggressive. Or be out here with road rage, taking it out on somebody else. And then they have started having children. That might impact their parenting skills. And I don't think Brian knows the damage that he's causing his children. Your parents, especially your dad is supposed to protect you, And instead of protecting his children, he's leaving them out here in the same world that he brought them into to be vulnerable and not protected at all. And he's causing so much hurt in their heart. He's supposed to be protecting their heart, not hurting their heart and causing so many holes, riddling their heart with so many holes, damaging their heart that beyond repair in some cases, depending on the severity of it. And I can't imagine a child, even an adult child. It's still a child nonetheless. No matter how old you are, you're still somebody's child. And I can't imagine a child, especially an adult child, lying in bed, inconsolable, just crying and weeping, crying themselves to sleep because of the hurt that their own dad is causing them. And they got to walk the earth looking just like him and having so much of his characteristics. And this person has abandoned you like you don't even matter, like you just a piece of trash on the side of the road. He has discarded you. You don't do your children like that. Just drop them off like they never matter to you, or you don't want them anymore. You don't do your children like a pair of pants. Just take them off and leave them. Oh, that's awful. And then he all over there just kissing all on his stepchildren, them Asian children. That's some other man's children. Let that other man kiss on his children. Where is their dad at? Where is their Asian father? Giving all this love to this Asian man children. And what kind of woman can let her husband do his own children like that? Them gifts that he giving his Asian children, his black children probably need some of them gifts. He giving that Asian daughter a brand new car with a bow on it, a big wide bow on the hood of it. I'm pretty sure his black children need some cars. And they would appreciate that car with a bow on it. And helping his Asian stepchildren through college financially. What about his black children? I'm pretty sure they want to have somebody to pay for their college. And they done start having children. What about starting a trust fund or some type of savings account for his grandchildren? He ain't even met them yet. I'm pretty sure his grandchildren want to meet him. I'm pretty sure they could benefit from a grandfather's touch. Going out to get ice cream with the granddaddy. Eating some cheeseburgers. Going and pulling up to McDonald's, getting a Happy Meal with their grandfather. And him singing lullabies to him on FaceTime and things. Not only is the children missing out on Brian, but his grandchildren is missing out. All of these significant holidays, they'll never experience that as a collective family. I'm pretty sure they could have a fun time together, them Asian children with the black children, and then them Asian children, they got some black nieces and nephews and things. Pretty sure it's something they could probably teach them. They could probably go to the park and play ball, or watch the water, go swimming together, go to the lake and go fishing and things. They could teach them some Asian language. You know? So many things that the black culture has to offer. They could, I'm pretty sure the Asian children, they enjoying that. And then I'm pretty sure the black children, they benefit from things that's going on in the Asian culture. They can eat ramen noodles. They can have dinner, eat ramen noodles together. And maybe the Asian family, they fix their ramen noodles different. And the black children might really enjoy that, and they might go home and start fixing theirs like that. And then the Asian children probably never had good fried chicken. You know, and black people, they do good fried chicken and collard greens, and they might even like chitterlings. I don't like them, but the Asian, you know, they like all kind of stuff like that in their neighborhood. They might like some chitterlings or some oxtails. Yeah, they might like a little grease in their mouth. Yeah. But if Brian is the common denominator of this separation, if Brian keeps this wedge in place, how are they going to have a connection? He probably don't even mention them during the holidays or the weekend when they're going out doing family things together, the Asian children and Brian. He probably don't even mention them. And what about his side of the family? His sisters, if he got some, his brothers, his mother. I wonder if he even talk about his children, the black children, with his family, his black family. Or has he just deleted them and erased them out of his mind? I don't understand how Brian can do this. Or any other black man for that matter. Or black woman. Because there's a lot of black women do this to their children too. And things. And this is a conversation that needs to be had. How do you abandon your children? How does that work? I can't imagine. I don't have any living children. I had one miscarriage, and it would be about 24, 25 right now. And God has allowed me to, I believe, to dream, and the child has come to me twice in my dream. And he's so handsome. And I would just be worrying the shit out of him if he was alive. Oh, yes. I'd be checking his phone. I'd be following. I probably have an air tag on his car, making sure he don't go to the wrong places, and I pull up on him at his job, making sure he doing what he's supposed to do, making sure he taking a shower every day, he got his clothes clean. Let me see your telephone. I got to see what he got on his phone and things, and who he hanging out with and things, who is having an influence on him and things. I want to see his bank account. I might want to beg sometime and make him send me a cash out for lunch and things. And I can't imagine abandoning my child. I just can't imagine that. Somebody that came from me, and I'm just going to throw them away like they never existed. My child. I'm talking about my child. I'm not talking about your child. I'm talking about mine. I suffered 9 months and pushed out in labor. Could have died in labor. Or even if you'd have died, you had some type of participation in this situation. It may not have hurt you as bad as the mother during, carrying the baby and giving labor and all of that. But you still had to go through something. And you was dealing with the child during the younger years of the child's life. What happened? What could have caused you as the dad to throw away your children and then go and pick up somebody else's children and give them all that attention, all that love, all that affection, all that money, all those gifts, all those vacations, all of those rides in your car and things, all those trips to the airport that you could be spending with your first children, your black children. But a lot of these black men, it's something happening to them when they get with these non-black women. And like I said, what kind of woman is this woman that can let you do that to your first group of children? And then you're going to adopt my children, and you ain't even going to acknowledge your children. No. And it's a lot of women that can do that. I don't know how y'all can do that. You know that this man got children, and you got him spending money on you. The man's children come first. And then you. I don't care. Yes, when you get married, two become one, but he still needs to see about them children before he see about you. I just don't understand how a woman can let a man spend time and attention and money on her and abandon his children. God comes first, the man's mother comes second, and the children come third, and then the wife. That's how, in that order. That's how I feel about it. I feel away when a man don't take care of his children. A deadbeat. And then a lot of these women crawl up in the bed and hug and kiss and take selfies and post all on social media with these deadbeats. Licking on them and things. Riding them and things. Straddling them. How can you straddle a deadbeat? Huh? You see he done abandoned his own children, and then you gonna go and get pregnant by him. Ooh, I feel away when a man makes a difference in his children. Being prejudiced against one group of children, and then you're loving on some other children. Woo. And then this makes it worse. These children didn't even come out of Brian. His parents. This is a whole nother Asian man children. He ain't even skeeted them out. An Asian man skeeted them out. And here he go calling himself a girl dad to the Asian. I'm in my feelings about that. And I ain't even his daughter. But I feel a way about that myself. Huh. Ooh, that's not right. That's not right at all. So, you know, the next time y'all, if he have another concert or if he have another album that he put out, just know that you sponsoring a deadbeat when you buy his tickets to a show, when you buy his music, when you download his music, when you buy his merchandise and things. You're sponsoring a deadbeat. You're sponsoring emotional terrorism. Yeah, you are helping to fund an emotional terrorist. Yes. And I'm not going to support an emotional terrorist. I'm not going to support a deadbeat dad. I'm not going to do it. And until Brian do right by his black children, I can't listen to another love song, because that ain't love. When he don't acknowledge his own children, that's not love. So how can he pick up another microphone and sing another ballad, another love song ballad? How can he do it? Oh, that's in the neighborhood of being a hypocrite. Laying up with that Asian woman while his children is out here suffering and missing him and want to have time with him. And he won't even pick up the telephone. He won't even text them. He won't even get on their Facebook page and get in their inbox. He won't do nothing. Just acting like they don't even exist. And he the one brought them in the world. That's real low down. That's real low down, Brian. And again, I say, how can you sing love songs when you don't show love to your own children? I want y'all to ask Brian to make that make sense, please. That don't go together. All right, I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'll let you girl. Peace. And thank y'all so much, those of you that have sent me cash apps. If you would like to send a cash app, you're welcome to do so. My cash app is $Carmen Kaboom. I'll let you girl. Peace. And if you're a deadbeat, stop being a deadbeat. Repent. Turn from your deadbeat ways and go see about your children. Give them some time and attention and what they need, okay? As a dad or a mom, you might be a deadbeat mom, but you don't have to continue being a deadbeat. Okay? All right. Bye-bye. Until next time. I'll let you girl.